Muhammad, he gave him 8 goats. You know, I mean, you cannot do trade. You cannot do such a business if you do not know a simple math about what 8 pairs is. And then they say to you, this is an amazing book, you know, for sure. You know, I mean, who have a book like this? Nobody. Yeah. Like as an example, other stupid mistake. The number of the feet. How some creatures, you know, how they function, how they work. You know, like in the Quran, if you look for the word for, you will find the word for everywhere. But here, chapter 24, verse number 45, it says something very funny. Allah has created the translation here, it says living thing. But in Arabic, it doesn't say living thing. It says dabba. Dabba is a creature which have feet and he hit the ground with it. All right? So, but we will let it go. Let us say he meant every living thing. But look what happened then. From water, which is false. You know? Because according to Islam, the earth is a living thing. The sky is a living thing. The rocks, they used to say Assalamu alaikum to Muhammad. Correct? Allah, he offered the sun and the moon and the heaven and the mountains, he offered them Islam and they refuse, and the man he accept because he was a fool. So when I offer the moon or the star or the sun or a mountain Islam, and the mountain answer me, well, that means the mountain is a living thing. Right? When the stone, they say to Muhammad, Assalamu alaikum, O Prophet of Allah, that means the stones are living thing. Isn't it the Muslim believe that the black stone is going to have a tongue and eyes and is going to witness for Muslims in the day of judgment? That means
only so, and I think rocks are also gonna speak for Muslims and say there's Jews hiding.
Yeah, it's going to speak. That's why it's have a tongue. That's why it's have a tongue. So it's going to speak. Yeah. They will have a tongue to speak and witness to Muslims. And additional to that, you know, isn't it the Quran is going to come as a man in the day of judgment? The Quran is a living thing. Is it made of water? According to Muhammad, the Quran is a living thing. It's a living being, actually. Not only, you know, not only just it's a living thing, it's a living being. As a man will come as a man in the day of judgment. So the Quran again make a big poo-poo, because this is not everything created by Allah. According to Islam, according to the Quran, is made of water. As an example, even Shaitan, he was made of fire, and this fire have no smoke, which means there's no water involved in it, because you know there's a pure flame and there's a flame with the smoke.
Yeah,
the smoke can come from water. As an example, if I burn wood, the wood have water, you know, but I'm burning the wood. However, the fire itself is not the water. The flame can contain, you know, but the fire itself is not the water. The water can be burned in the fire, especially if the fire is so strong. But here, look what happened here. He says that those animals or creatures, some of them, they walk in their bellies. In the translation, it says creep. You see my screen?
I'm watching it right now. Some that creep on their bellies.
Yeah, but this is not what the Arabic is saying. The Arabic says yamshi. Yamshi mean walk, not creep.
So they're walking on their bellies.
Yeah, and this is a very stupid mistake in Arabic, because actually even in English, walk is not the same as a creep. Creep is for animals who don't have legs, like snakes. Animals who have legs, we say they are walking. Correct?
Mm.
And that's why here the Muslim, they try to fix it, saying creep, but in fact it says walking. This is translation of Hilali Khan.
Sorry, what word is it specifically that translates to walking?
Here it says
That they
in
changed it
in the
from creep.
Quran, it says that Allah created some animals who they walk in their belly, which means speaking about the snake, which is false. You know, snakes don't walk in their belly. You know, they creep in their belly. So in the translation, they fix it. They say some that creep in their belly, and then some they walk. You see, there's different. You see, some they walk, but look how stupid they are. Even if you don't know Arabic, you can notice that this word is the same as the word after it. You see how many times it's repeated?
Yeah, the walking.
But look what they translate the second
So,
time the word mentioned, the third time the word mentioned, they translate it as walk. See how they
sorry,
lie?
does yamshi directly mean walk?
Yamshi mean, yeah, he walk. It's like walking. He's walking now, you know, like a
Right.
present tense, you know. Yeah.
Mm.
So so the first Yamshi in the top, they did not translate it as walk, they translate it as a creep, because it's a mistake in the Arabic for snakes don't do yamshi, they creep.
So if you were one of Muhammad's scribers back in the day, and if you risked your head to correct him on this, to change the word from walk to creep, what would it say instead of فَمِنْهُمْ
Well,
مَنْ يَمْشِي?
Aisha,
What would it say instead of يَمْشِي?
yeah, Aisha, this is after Muhammad's death, she said
Mm.
that in the Quran, فيه لحن, لحن mean it's a croak, it's bad, the language is bad. And she asked Omar
Mm.
to correct it. He said, well, the Arab, they speak with Arabic, they will fix it by their tongue, you know, by their tongue,
Mm.
they will fix it. But I mean, isn't it the word of Allah? I mean, how Allah he makes such a mistake, and then Omar he says the Arab they will fix it. And when the Muslim today they say to you that the Quran is amazing, you know, we say to them the Quran is full of mistakes, they say you are lying, but this is their books. This is here the chapter of An-Nisa, chapter of the women, verse number 162, and what is after interpretation. And this is the interpretation of Al-Baghawi, a big scholar in the history of Islam. And here you will see that Aisha, she said in the Quran there is mistakes, and even she mentioned some of them about how they are wrong.
It was narrated on the authority of Aisha, may God be pleased with her, and Aban bin Uthman. It was a mistake in the book that should have been written.
The translation is not accurate, should be corrected, you know. Yeah. So, and then she mentioned to him as an example a couple of verses about how they are wrong. And then when you write this to Muslims, they say this guy is a liar, he don't speak even good Arabic, he don't understand the grammar. This is Aisha. And Uthman he agreed. Uthman he said that in the Quran there's a croak. Here the word translation will say melody, but in Arabic it's mean a croak, a mistake, errors. The Arab will fix it by their tongue. They said to him, shouldn't you change it? He said, no, leave it. What is forbidden from wrong should not be wrong from being forbidden, which is very stupid. Or what is forbidden from wrong should not be forbidden from being right. What does that mean? I mean, the Quran is wrong. You know, aren't you going to fix it, Uthman? You know? And then he said,
No,
okay, well,
the Arabs will.
the Arab will fix the language of Allah. You see, when the translation here says in the Quran there's a melody, melody in the Arabic mean here is wrong, mistakes, a croak, you know. It's like, you know, when somebody is Chinese or even Arab, like, you know, we go, I go, like, they want to buy shampoo, I say shampoo, you know, shampoo. Because in Arabic, we don't have P, we have B. Like, you notice that Arab, when they say Pakistan, they say Pakistan. They don't say Pakistan.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't have a P.
We don't have P. Yeah, the letter P, the light, you know, we have B as Ba, you know? So,
Pepsi.
yeah, or let's say, we want to say, like sometimes we pronounce word wrong. Like, as an example, we want to say thank you, we say thank you, you know? Which is different meaning, totally, you know? So, here they are saying to him, well, the Quran is wrong. Shouldn't you fix it? He said, leave it. The Arab will fix it with their tongue.